Hi, I'm Sarah Page doing my Prac 2A. This is my lovely volunteer Lyndall, who's going to be Simon for us. Lyndall, you're happy for this to be recorded and uploaded for
Absolutely,
assessment purposes?
yes.
Thank you. Alright. Hi Simon, welcome. My name's Sarah. I'm going to be your counsellor today. Thank you for joining us. How are you feeling?
Oh,
Nervous? Yeah, is this your first counselling?
never been to counselling before.
Yeah. No worries, it's quite normal to feel nervous, and you've taken a really brave step to join me today, so thank you. How the session will work is that we've got, because this is our first one and your first time, we'll go through some housekeeping, which will explain how counselling works and the housekeeping rules, so like confidentiality and all that. We'll go through that, and that will leave us with about 10 to 15 minutes to discuss why you're here today, tell me a little bit about yourself, and then we'll have a few minutes at the end to create a plan going forward. What will happen is we'll have 6 sessions, and then we'll negotiate after the 6th whether you would like more, and then at the 3rd session we'll have a review to see how it's going, and this plan will just keep us on track. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
There's a lot of information to take in, but it's all laid out in this contract here. I'll read this, I'll go through this with you so you can ask me questions at any time. Then we'll both sign it. I'll get a copy to you as well so you can also read it at home. So how counselling works is that I'm not here to tell you what to do or give you advice. I'm here to facilitate an environment in which you can be empowered to make the decisions that are best for you.
But I want you to fix my problems.
Oh, that's a common misconception about counselling. You are actually the best person to fix your problems, and by talking about them with me, we're going to be guided through this journey together, and you will actually come up with the solutions that are best for you. Because at the end of the day, you know yourself better than I'll ever learn. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So together, we'll do it together. But
that'll be good.
Yeah. Confidentiality, everything that you discuss with me is confidential. However, there are limitations to this confidentiality, and that is just if I deem you to be at risk of harming yourself or others, if your file is subpoenaed by a court of law, or if I need to send your case notes to a referring agency, at which I will get your signed permission to do so. Our sessions will run for 6 sessions, and then we'll review the counselling process and negotiate as appropriate. We'll meet on a weekly basis for 1 hour, and that 1 hour session costs $120. You will be required to give us notice 24 hours or more, otherwise you'll be liable to pay the 50% of the session fee if it's less than 24 hours notice. Record keeping, I will take notes during our session if that's okay with you. This just ensures that I document accurately what we've discussed and put it into our plan.
Righto.
Email and telephone, if you need to arrange an appointment, that's how you do so. If you're in an emergency situation, dial 000. We don't engage in counselling over the phone. Ending counselling is by mutual agreement. If you would like to end it, you can do so at any time. We would just appreciate if you give us notice, and if it's because we're not gelling, then if you could provide that feedback, that would be amazing, just so that I can improve. Any questions?
No, that's okay.
Yeah?
Where do I sign?
At the bottom, right here. Now I'll give you a copy, so if at any time you have any questions about this, just jot them down and we can talk about it in our next session as well. Alright, thank you. Alright, before we begin, I do have a referral from your GP. Alright, and the referral says you're feeling of mild anxiety associated with social situations, and you would like help with management of anxiety-related behaviours and interpersonal communication skills. How do you feel about that?
Well, he told me he was going to send one through, so
Yeah. And does that sum up why you're here, or would you like to tell me in your own words why you're at counselling today?
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty right. I've been born and bred in Wagga, in the
Country
country.
boy.
And I just moved to the city to go to university, and it's just been, I'm so nervous. And,
Okay, that's
the boys I moved in with are so confident, and they play around all the time, and I'm okay with them now, but I just wished I would love to be like them.
Okay.
Just to have the confidence.
Yeah, sure.
And so, I just like to have the confidence so that they weren't, I wasn't so shy around everybody, and every time I go out with the boys or we have people over, I'm just embarrassed and.
Okay. What are you embarrassed about exactly?
Well, I just haven't got the confidence to talk to them.
Okay.
To talk to new people.
So it sounds like you're feeling embarrassed about your anxiety that you get from social situations.
Well, everyone's going to be looking at me, and everyone's going to be saying, "Oh, he's a geek," or they're going to be judging me, and I'm just,
Did you feel like this when you were at home, or was it brought about by?
I was pretty comfortable at home.
Okay. You've gone through a huge change moving from your hometown. Is that where your family is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge move. Do you feel like your anxiety has increased since you've been in
150 times?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's the trigger you think is moving and being completely new.
Well, I've just been overwhelmed with just all this stimulation and the people around me, and I've come from a fairly quiet family life.
Yeah.
In the country.
Yeah, big change. You mentioned that the peers that you live with, you idolise them and how their confidence. Can you picture one of them for me and tell me what it is about them that you would like, what attribute they have that you would like to have?
Oh, well, just when someone walks in, they're just, hey, how you going? And, come in, they're welcoming people all the time. I'm too scared to welcome people. I'm too scared to meet them because...
What do you think would happen if you did that? If someone came into your...
They would make opinions about me.
Okay. And why do you think they would be negative opinions?
Oh, because I just don't talk and laugh and joke and make funny jokes. That's what they do as well.
Yeah.
And everyone laughs at them, and I just can't find that common ground with them. I'm just sort of lost. My chest feels tired.
Yeah. Have you learned much about anxiety?
No, not really. I was sent off for an assessment by the doctor, but he just came back and said I didn't have anything. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What would you like to get out of your counselling session with me today?
Well, I'm in chemistry class, and there's a girl called Nina, and it's the first time I've actually really liked a girl.
Okay.
I've never asked anyone out, but I'm scared that if I ask her out, then she'll go, no way.
Okay. So it sounds like...
And that is just going to kill any bit of confidence that I have.
Yeah.
So I'm scared to be crushed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But then if I don't, then I'll be crushed if I see her walking around the campus with someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a possibility, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got about 5 to 10 minutes to explore this. Is that what you'd like to concentrate on today?
Yeah, that'd be
about
great.
Nina?
Thanks.
Yeah. Beautiful. So you've got 2 options, don't you? Like you said, you can either ask Nina out or you don't ask her out. If you asked her out, what are the possibilities?
Whoa. Well, if I ask her out, it would be great.
Yeah.
And if I don't ask her out, someone else could ask her out and whisk her off her feet and she's gone, and I don't have that opportunity. I really like her.
Yeah.
Like every time I see her, my heart just.
Yeah. Do you have a relationship with Nina already? Do you
Oh,
talk?
sometimes we're at the we're at the same desk, like at the chemistry desk together.
And
Yeah,
you
so
feel-
we do experiments together.
Have you got a social rapport with her?
Nah,
Not yet.
nah.
Yeah. Could that be something that you try before you work your way up to asking her out potentially?
Yeah, that would be something I'd like.
So working on little skills that you could do to build up your small
makes
talk.
me feel sick in the stomach just
Does it?
thinking about it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's nerve wracking. It sounds like you feel really nervous, but you sound also like you're feeling excited at the thought of achieving this goal. Would that be right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so how do you think you can build the confidence up to ask Nina out?
Well, I like movies. I love watching a good movie. I could ask her to a movie, but who knows what sort of movie she might be interested in.
You could ask her, and a movie might be a great start for you because there's not as much pressure to create conversation.
Well, I suppose in the chemistry class I could ask her, are there any good movies on? Or ask her what she's interested in.
See, brilliant. That's great. That's a good idea. And if she says no, how do you think you could move forward?
A hide and shell. If she said no, I'd probably just have to move to another chemistry table.
Is that a suitable solution for
I'd
you?
be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'd be mortified.
Okay.
But I suppose at least I've done it.
Yeah, exactly. I think you could get a sense of proudness mixed with, you might be embarrassed to start with, but it will pass like everything else. Yeah.
Maybe I could ask her out even just for a milkshake or something and just say, hey, what are you doing? Do you want to go for a drink or something?
Do you find that you're more confident in one-on-one situations rather than
100%.
in a group?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, brilliant. And the suggestions you've made of a milkshake or a movie sound like they would really work for you. Do you think you could do that before our next session, or is that too much?
No, I think I'm going to have to ask her soon because I'm part of my anxiety is not being able. Is worried that I'm looking at other guys, and if she talks to someone else, I'm thinking, I bet he's about to ask her out. I'm going to miss out.
Yeah, okay. So you want to.
There's one of my roommates is a bit of a ladies' man.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe she might like quite country boys.
Well, you're not going to know until you find out.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds like you've made two really great suggestions on how you could ask Nina out.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, no, I'm happy with that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We've got a few minutes left. Is there anything else you would like to discuss? So we've kind of addressed the fact that you've made a huge change from the country to the city, and that's really increased your social anxiety, which is completely understandable. You've gone through a lot. That you would really love to have build up your confidence and to be more like the guys that you live with. And then in building up this confidence, you'd really like to ask Nina out on a date. Does that sound like everything we've covered? Yeah. Was there anything else you'd like to add?
No, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Brilliant. So between now and the next session, do you think you have the confidence to
Yes, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Now that you've got it written down, we've talked about it, I know I can do this.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Nina out.
Brilliant. All right. And then we can deal with what comes next in our next session, whether she said yes and then you're planning on getting the confidence for your milkshake or movie, or she said no, and we'll work on how you overcome that feeling of whatever you feel after that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. In our next session, do you think it would be really important to talk about how we can boost your confidence in social situations and try alleviate some anxiety? Yeah. Does the anxiety affect other parts of your life other than just social situations?
Oh, everything I do. Even going into a new class, and we'll be starting, another year at uni, and I'll have new classes, new lecturers, and there's just so many people. I want to feel comfortable in my own body.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
do you have hobbies or interests that you do that where you feel at ease?
Cooking.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. That's a great hobby to have when you're a student living with other kids.
Well, look, I do cook a fair bit in our room, and the boys love my cooking because hopeless. The others are hopeless. They get McDonald's every night.
Brilliant. That's great confidence to
Yeah.
have. Yeah, and to be able to cook healthy meals. That's really important. Excellent. All right. You've done really well. I think we've made lots of progress today.
Yeah, look, I really thank you so much because I really feel I'm confident to go ahead and do something.
Yeah, brilliant.
And
I'm really looking forward to how you've gone.
Well, Nina might be my girlfriend next
She
time.
might. And won't that be so nice for you to have achieved one of your goals already?
Yes.
I mentioned earlier the counselling plan that we have. So I'll write it up and then we'll review this and we will go through this on our third session as well. So I'll jot down the goals that we've created today together and your priorities. So we're really going to concentrate these sessions on building your social skills up, your confidence, and reducing that anxiety so that you have a more relaxed life. Don't have to worry so much. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. So our next session is next week at the same time.
Lovely.
Thank you very much for coming in.
All right,
the best
Sarah,
with
thank
your
you so
goals.
much.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye.